All right, we are live after that extremely loud beep, as always, to wake you up in this the jolly good time wherever you are in the world. Welcome everyone to a sort of impromptu episode of the XBL Party podcast, a special as such because of the
Breaking news.
and I did have a breaking news thing to pop up, but it's not working now, so we haven't got that.
Nice.
So just
Beautiful.
imagine exciting sort of a video and it just says breaking news across the screen. That's what I had, but
you just have to imagine it now.
You've just got to, you just got to imagine it because it ain't working. Beautiful. It ain't working. So
it's part of our goal to keep the show interactive with our fans.
Yeah,
we tell you what's meant to happen, and you get to picture it.
Here we go. Actually, let's try it. Ready? I'm gonna try it one more time. You ready?
Oh my God, it's going to be a disaster.
It is. You ready? You ready? You ready?
No, I'm not ready.
I'm so ready.
It's uploading. It's uploading. Oh,
it's loading. Great.
Well, it's 6 seconds. It shouldn't take long to upload. I apologise for the. Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
It's ready. Let's go.
Love
there you go. Look
Beautiful.
at that.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Top quality.
Look at the production quality.
I was so afraid. I was so afraid of what you were going to put there or how it was going to go. Holy crap.
So yeah, the breaking news is Ginna's not here today. With that, we'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Jin is out of the show. That's what we wanted to say.
Again.
I'm sorry.
No. Obviously, I'm assuming everyone's heard the amazing news, and you've probably read the thumbnail and everything like that. But so earlier today, Jason, what is it? Jason, who's that?
Schreier,
Jason Momoa. No, just kidding.
Schreier. Oh, that really mardy journalist posted up that there was the Wall Street Journal said that Microsoft was going to be buying Activision out of the blue, and everyone was like, "What?" And
20 minutes later.
Yeah, I laughed about this. I sent it to my wife and was like, "Wow, look at this." I laugh when I'll believe it when I see it, and then less than 20 minutes later, probably like 10 minutes later,
my initial reaction was, "Oh, great, more acquisition rumors," and then boom, it was just right there in front of us. Crazy.
Yeah. So Xbox posted up, "Today is a historic moment. We are excited to announce that the world-renowned franchises and talented people at Activision Blizzard will be joining Xbox," and obviously a link to the full article. And honestly, I must admit, whoever does the banners for Xbox is ace because they look fantastic.
Yes.
So the big news is like Candy Crush is now going to be owned by Xbox. I mean, that's it.
I'll tell you what, I put off Candy Crush.
As Gina once said.
And when I was moving over to Christmas, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this Candy Crush a go. I'm fucking addicted to it. I can't stop playing it. It's really bad.
As Gina once said, as Gina once said, with this acquisition, every mom is now an Xbox player. Very well done.
Right.
That's it. Yeah, every
I just want to announce that IGN are now reporting that Bobby Kotick will reportedly step down as Activision Blizzard CEO. They're now reporting that. So,
well, that's good. That was the one sort of shit stain on this. I mean, we can't forget and we can't overlook all the horrible things that have happened at Activision this last year, and we were very actively sort of.
I don't know about you, Activision Blizzard's always been a fan, never criticized ever. No, just kidding. Like I stand by everything that I said during that episode, and like this is the time, this is their chance to get their shit together and finally fix what's wrong.
Yeah, they need to get rid of the frat boy.
The main start is to just
sure.
fire Bob. That's it.
Get rid of the.
You get a bonus for being fired. That's the thing. He seems to get a bonus for everything. That man.
Well, he's a majority shareholder. I think he owns 55% of the shares, so he's going to get a huge.
Yes,
he's going to get like 40 billion, 35, 40 billion.
There's no way. But like, here's the thing: there wasn't any other way for this to happen. Like, either Microsoft, with the acquisition or without the acquisition, he would only leave by receiving a huge amount of money. So yeah.
What's weird though, they didn't basically Xbox and Microsoft didn't go for Borderlands because of Randy Pitchford, but they've gone for Activision. It's weird. It's a weird time.
Yeah.
I think it's because Activision
go on,
are being so heavily scrutinized in the media. I'd imagine their stock prices plummeted, and they're at an opportunity now where, Microsoft can just swoop in and get a sneaky little deal with all the shit that's going on. I really hope that throughout all of this, they get in there and they just weed it out. They weed out all the shit and all the things and all the people that are associated with these lawsuits, get them out, and then Activision can have a fresh start. That's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping that this will change the mentality of Activision in the way that they position their games in the marketplace.
Yeah, so they've bought them, or they will be buying them, obviously, because this has got to go for approval because this is a massive deal for $68.7 billion US dollars.
Like
crazy money. But this is Microsoft.
It's bigger than when Microsoft acquired LinkedIn. It's 10 times. When people were saying, okay, Microsoft spends $7.5 billion on Bethesda and ZeniMax, people said, okay, that's enough money spent. And then they decide to spend 10 times that value.
It's worth it though.
In Activision,
you gotta think you get Call of Duty. As much as everybody likes to sit here and shit on Call of Duty, Warzone is still going strong. It's still one of the most watched, streams on Twitch. They're still making a shitload through microtransactions. It's just smart business.
Yeah, I mean, I get why they've done it. It's not ideally the best time, but I think this maybe have been in the works for a long time, and I bet Microsoft have probably had something to say about all the shit that's come out recently.
Would you say? But I think it's funny because Phil Spencer said from now on we are going to change the way we work with Activision. Yeah. And then was that a hint for saying, oh yeah, we are going to buy the whole shitty thing? Like, god damn it.
Yeah, we don't like how they're doing it, so we're going to change it. So everyone thinks that means they're not going to support them and stuff, and then they're like,
he changed his terms very carefully, didn't he?
Once again, Microsoft ended up doing like Bruce Wayne did in the Justice League, the movie. Like, how did you manage to convince the bank to stop getting the house? I bought the bank.
Yeah.
What I found really ironic was Phil Spencer yesterday saying that, it's inevitable we're going to have a Game Pass competition on the PlayStation. And then the day later, he buys up Activision. And it's like, well, yeah, you can have a Game Pass, but you're not going to have any games to play on it.
Okay, it's horrible, but it's funny at the same time.
It is.
Okay, so with this, let's try to discuss what is Xbox getting now.
Well, do you want me to read? I'll read through the press release because it kind of goes into it a little bit. So it says they're over the decades, the studios and teams that make up Activision Blizzard have earned vast wellsprings of joy and respect from billions of people all over the world. Yeah, and then they shat it all away last year, but hey, we'll get to that. We're incredibly excited to have the chance to work with the amazingly talented, dedicated people across Activision Publishing, Blizzard Entertainment, Beanox, Demonware, Digital Legends, High Moon Studios, Infinity Ward, King, Major League Gaming, Radical Entertainment, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, our very own Toys for Bob, Treyarch, and every team across Activision Blizzard. It does state until the transaction closes, Activision, Blizzard, and Microsoft will continue to operate independently. That's obvious. It's exactly the same as Bethesda. Once the deal has completed, the Activision business will report to Phil Spencer as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. So we got a nice little promotion there by the looks and a new overview, like a new nameplate. So they've come in and they've changed the little thing on his desk. Now it just says CEO of Microsoft Gaming.
Okay. So are we soon going to be having a new head of Xbox?
No, I don't think so. We'll probably have a new head of Activision.
Maybe.
I think we'll have a Microsoft-appointed head of Activision.
Yeah, Sarah Bond. That's what we need.
Yeah.
One thing that
Gina says MS now has Halo,
one thing
Doom,
that
Rage, FPS Heaven. They also have all the best
RTSs.
RPGs.
Yeah, RTSs with StarCraft and
Age of Empires.
One thing that I need to say, because I think there's a typo here, because it mentions Radical Entertainment, right?
Hmm.
That studio died in 2012. It has been closed. It's the Prototype 2 studio. What's it doing there?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe they're an internal team. Who knows? No, it
Like,
does say. It says let's have a look.
I looked for it and Google said to me it died in 2012.
No, it says here.
Is it alive still?
They helped co-develop Destiny in 2014. They're basically
Really?
they haven't
Like
done
a-
anything since. They're
They are-
basically a support
they-
studio, a little
They
small.
became a support studio then.
So,
Okay, fair enough.
but yeah, like I say, that it's crazy. I mean, there's a good chance. I don't think there is a good chance that it's not going to go through because they wouldn't announce it if they weren't sure. Because you're going to look like a right bellend if you announce all this and it gets thrown out.
Sony
And
throw a lawsuit out there that they're creating too much of a monopoly? Isn't there like something against that?
Sony is still bigger than Xbox in the gaming division, even when they've bought Activision. I think Xbox are still third. They'd be behind Sony and
Tencent first. Yeah,
So-
that's another thing. Like, the government's not gonna allow for Microsoft to acquire Activision. No, if that was the case, they would have stopped Tencent and also Disney.
I
Yeah.
imagine that Microsoft has possibly the best lawyers on the planet. I think they would have thought.
Oh yeah,
They have.
Well, they announced it. Hello, Muppet. You're right, mate.
Because like,
shout out to everyone in chat as well. So Muppet, Thimber, Ben, Jinner, thank you for joining us. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, hit subscribe. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, because there's people looking on Facebook, just
finally,
follow the page.
oh my god! for the first time, there's people on Facebook watching.
We do have a Facebook page, XBL Party Podcast, for all you sexy people that want to watch on there for some reason.
Another thing I would like to see out of this acquisition is the developers being able to create what they want to create. I feel like, isn't it like every studio under Activision at the moment is developing a Call of Duty? I'd like to see them get that creative control back and just, get you're sick of making Call of Duties, go and make something else kind of, environment.
Like Microsoft, like they have 3 studios that are only developing Call of Duty. 3 to 4 studios or something like that. But I think this is amazing.
Every studio under Activision is developing a Call of Duty.
Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, sure. Toys for Bob is developing a Call of Duty.
Wow,
they're working on them, aren't they?
People being happy and not being forced. WoW could actually be good again. Like they could put some care and attention into it.
It's going to take a major fucking revival for that game.
Yes, Muppet. Our Patreon is £1 a month, and you get.
Come on in, Muppet.
If you subscribe, you get access to our Patreon-only Discord section where you can vote on ideas for upcoming shows. You get access to giveaways. We've got Xbox codes, PC codes we're going to be giving away to Patreon guys.
Yep.
You get a special, at least one episode of something a month.
You get added to Fabio's Christmas card list.
He dips them in milk, so it's all like extra joyous. But I can't think of what else. There's loads of cool stuff on there.
You receive Radar's wig. So yeah.
You receive a weekly insult from me.
Yeah, he literally just comes on, messages, and he's just like, "Fuck you," and that's it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Here is your weekly message.
But like, I think that when it comes to what Xbox is receiving right now, can we consider that in the long future, World of Warcraft is coming to console?
There was that rumor of it at the Game Awards, wasn't there? And all
yeah,
that
but like now,
Activision.
But now,
have you ever thought this was supposed to be announced at the Game Awards and also a WoW PC, an Xbox WoW version? That'd be amazing.
Can we say that this is now pretty much confirmed, or is it going to be something like World of Warcraft subscription are now available for PC Game Pass, and that's
WoW
it?
is really tricky because you got to think you can only really play it with a keyboard and mouse. It's not something you can really play with a controller.
Well,
think that's what's been
people
holding it off.
were saying the same thing with Diablo.
Yeah, but Diablo is a bit different, though. I mean, World of Warcraft, you've got an entire 1 to however long.
I do agree about the Game Pass stuff, though. How cool would that be to get like mounts and pets and stuff with Game Pass? I mean, that is the joy of.
Could you imagine though, right? Could you imagine Call of Duty
with the perks
dropping on day 1 on Game Pass? That's insane. I can't even get my head around that. And like even Overwatch 2 dropping day 1 on Game Pass, mental. Absolutely mental.
They're going to be like the biggest games in the world, like multiplayer. Like it's crazy. I mean, there's like I say, not Muppet, as Thimber says, there is a lot of people already trying to stir up complaint. Jeff Keighley came out. A lot of them are like, "Oh, I would be looking at my Monopoly cause." It's like Sony bought like 6 studios last year. No one like just because there were shit studios doesn't matter. It's still 6 studios.
If you join actual retroactive,
I don't think that. I think it's because like how many?
That was my shop. I used to have a shop called Bone Out, and the whole thing was we did a D&D session, and I left Ben in. We never finished it, so he was retroactively locked in a basement. He's never escaped.
Like I think, how many studios does Sony have?
A lot
at the moment. A lot. Okay.
That's another thing.
I think it gets close to. I think it gets close to like 20 or something like that. With this deal, Xbox now has like 31 studios. Like that's huge, and it can cause the impression of a monopoly in that case when you make the comparison. But I don't think nothing's gonna end up interrupting the deal or making this is not possible. You're not going to be doing that.
I don't think it's going to be the same sort of deal as what the Bethesda one is. I just can't see Xbox locking down Activision exclusives for Xbox.
I think the big ones will. Like, I don't think they'll lock down COD.
No, they won't.
They're not going to lock down WoW and stuff. But like, I feel like stuff like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro.
That's the ones for me because like you think Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, you think PlayStation, you don't think Xbox. So, They've taken
people once thought of Banjo-Kazooie as Nintendo, and yeah,
that was Rare though, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Rare was acquired by Microsoft. By the way, this is a funny part in history because when Microsoft was trying to acquire Rare, they fought against Activision for the deal, and Activision was about to outbid them. And out of the sudden, Microsoft managed to win the deal. And so now Rare and Activision, which was once a competitor trying to acquire Rare, are now part of the same family. I think that's really crazy to think about.
People are so salty on Twitter today about it. So salty.
It's amazing.
I'm just reading it now. Sorry.
I think
some of the hate.
I think as well. I think it is pretty interesting the fact that how many classic PS1 games now are being owned by Xbox with this deal. We got Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Tony Hawk Pro Skater,
Guitar Hero.
No, it didn't start on the PS1. I'm talking about like games where
on PS2.
But I mean like games that started during the PS1 era and they were considered as, when you think of PS1, you think about those games. You know what I mean?
I did see they would technically own the Marvel, what's it called game, the really good Marvel game Activision made, where it's like Diablo but with Marvel characters. Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
Ultimate Alliance. Okay.
We don't need Spider-Man on PlayStation. We need that in HD. That's what I want. That was a really good game.
That could be interesting. That could be really.
And I do take credit for this because, like I say, I did post this on Twitter earlier, but I bought a PS5 today, and like an hour after I bought it, they posted this up. So clearly, Phil got word of it and was like, "Shit, Ash is looking at PlayStation. We better tease him back, entice him back to Xbox." So, yeah,
are you asking for a refund?
Discord.
No, I'm still going to get a PS5.
But they only had the most expensive option available. I was like, I'm not buying it for fucking 570 quid.
Yeah, you just missed that. I did that though, and I said, right, I'm not doing it. told wife I wasn't doing it, and then I refreshed it like half an hour later, and it all popped back up, and I was like, oh shit, I bought it. Crap. I got home and I was like, yeah, I bought that. Sorry. Don't worry, it's our anniversary next month, so I'm
It's
playing
it's
it as an
not
anniversary
it's
gift.
not the worst. It's not the worst thing you ever done because you bought a Stadia. That's worse
Hey, I've
than
been playing
anything you
Stadia
ever
this
done.
week. Really big. Stadia shits on xCloud, and I say that now. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
the quality you get while playing it is 100%. But the difference is, though, it's more expensive technically, and other than the free games you get with your subscription, there's not as many games. But the way it plays, it is loads. Like I say, it is so easy to use. I'll do a video about it at some point. So, but yeah, I'm shocked how good Stadia was. Like, I was installing Cyberpunk on my Xbox downstairs, and I was upstairs in the back room with all the doors shut, and I ain't got the greatest Wi-Fi, and I was playing games, and there was slight pixelation and stuff, but compared to
that 40 meg cloud
overall,
made for that 40
I can't even play Xbox games on my Xbox console. It won't let me. So
it's Timmy V2 in chat. What's going on, dude?
How do, mate?
You're having a lovely day.
I went to click on it. It's Timmy saying hello, and then we got Muppet saying back in a mo. He needs a poo. So
what a good comment for you to highlight there.
I don't know who did do Clive Barker's Undying Ben. That was a good game.
This is certainly going to put Microsoft in a position of releasing a first party every quarter, isn't it?
First party every month at this rate.
Yeah, right.
Oh, can you imagine Game Pass though? Like, look what they've done with Bethesda, putting all that the back compat stuff on, and how good it was. Imagine that, but going back through like all the Call of Duty,
all the
like
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Oh my god! I know we wouldn't get it, but they made those really good Transformers games as well. Activision. I'd like to see them come back.
I mean, I'm thinking about also remasters of previous games. Like, what about a remaster of the first Call of Duty?
Yeah,
the first ever Call of Duty. Like,
they now also technically own the remake of GoldenEye as well. We didn't get the good GoldenEye remake. We got the shit GoldenEye remake on Wii. But now Microsoft own it, so we can have like a GoldenEye box set of crap GoldenEye and good GoldenEye. It's amazing. All the GoldenEye. Just not saying that there's rumours they were buying IO as well, and they're making James Bond. They're just building a giant James Bond gaming collection because Phil must like James Bond. That's it. See, I know this shit.
Apparently they.
See, I know
apparently
this
Phil
shit.
Spencer had an
But like,
in one of his latest
many?
photos, and no one noticed that he had an Activision logo. I don't
we
know.
Are, like, we are talking. I mean, like, we've been talking about a lot of games and franchises and studios that have been working for console, but how many mobile studios now is Xbox owning? Because there's like 2 or 3 mobile studios in Activision besides King.
Yeah.
Like, now we have Alpha Dog, we have King, and we have other 2 studios that I don't remember the name of it, but like, they are really, like, I think, was that their idea? Let's shut down our mobile Forza game and our mobile Gears of War game just to make new mobile games and see if it works. just to be better, you know what I mean?
Is my mic too loud now? Hello?
No, it's good. It's good.
All right, cool. Is it louder than what it was before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No worries.
I'm looking on Wikipedia at games that Activision own, apparently, and they own Wipeout 3. I don't think that's true. Does Activision own Wipeout 3? I didn't think they did. I thought it was Sony, but
I'm loving how
lying to me there.
I'm loving how we are like trying to. Oh yeah, we are going to talk about the Activision Blizzard deal, and we have no idea of what's going on.
It's crazy money, though, isn't it?
I'm just looking at all the cool stuff. Like, they should literally, as soon as it goes through, they should put all of those old, like, the Amazing Spider-Man games and, like, Spider-Man, what's it called? I'm trying to remember. There was Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. There was Spider-Man Edge of Time and stuff like that. They should stick all them on Game Pass because everyone's always like, Xbox doesn't have Spider-Man. They've got that whole back of the shit compared, but put them on for joke. I would. It'd be fucking hilarious if they could just pay for the license.
Is that available for or back compat?
Sorry, go on.
I don't know, but it should, and they should pay for the license just for shits and giggles.
We are just over 2.5 weeks into the year, and Microsoft so far have got Ubisoft Play coming to Xbox Game Pass, and
Yes,
Activision. Like, we're 2.5 weeks into the year.
This is real life. We think Game Positive. I mean, this probably won't. This won't go through till next year. I don't think.
Yeah, it'll be about a year.
yeah, no,
So we're not going to see the fruits of it till then. We may start seeing more Game Pass stuff coming from Activision because they'll sign better deals in advance, but you won't see any real things until next year.
But you can be sure that people are going to they are going to release a new Call of Duty this year, because at the moment till next year, Activision Blizzard is still independent, and they are going to release a Call of Duty. People are going to complain, and people are going to use that by saying, "Oh yeah, Xbox bought a bad studio, and you see that shit. That's Xbox quality." You know what I mean? They're going to use that just to change the narrative. So yeah.
I would welcome a Hearthstone on console. That'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. Like, they don't have the license. That's the thing. Microsoft would have to pay up to get the rights back. But normally, it's not a difficult thing to do as such. It's just the cost normally outweighs the benefit of what you're going to get back. Because like the cost for the license to reissue a Spider-Man game usually doesn't happen. But with Ultimate Alliance, they re-released it because it was so popular and it was well loved. But Xbox, I mean, they've got that much money in Microsoft. It would just be really funny to do it because everyone says, Xbox needs a Spider-Man game. It's like they've got loads in their back catalog now.
How long did it take? How long did it take Microsoft to recoup the cost of Bethesda? They've made
10
up
days probably. They farted and it came back out. It's there.
So Activision, this purchase, although it is a lot of money, they will make that back in a year or two.
Well, it depends. If they sell a good Call of Duty, they do a good Call of Duty and don't make it really shit. And it's on Game Pass. So imagine Warzone with, but with the added of it's on Game Pass for free. So you're going to get all those DLC and costumes and shit. They'll probably make a lot of it back quite quickly. I mean, obviously, profit to the sort of overall cost and stuff it'll be a few years, but I think with those big hitters, like if they made a new WoW expansion, didn't do it shit and did what people wanted and let them do what they wanted, they would recoup a load of money. Do you know what I mean? So
sure. Flamish in chat, good to see you, brother.
Hello, Flamish.
How are you, Flamish?
Yeah, well, Game Pass. They're not going to need. It's going to be like Netflix, where more of the content is like Netflix originals than it is new shit, like old stuff. That's what eventually it's going to be all Microsoft games. They're not going to want to pay other people that much when they've got their own content.
I want them to go back to the good old days where they just have Treyarch and Infinity Ward making Call of Duty, and then just let the other guys do what they want to do. Make a competitor, make a fucking anything else. I feel bad for these developers that have all fallen under this Call of Duty banner, where they're all having to pitch in for Call of Duty, and it's the Call of Duty's. It's been getting worse, isn't it? The sales have been getting worse throughout the last few years. It'd be nice for them just a year off, give it to Infinity Ward or Treyarch, and just let them have a good few years to just push out 2 Call of Duties that are just top notch rather than annual releases that are dog shit.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, go on then.
I just want to say that the prophecy has come true. Ash mentioned about a card game with Xbox characters, and now they bought Binox, which developed Crash Bandicoot, the card game.
Yeah, they own Crash Team Racing, and also, I'm sure Activision did the DreamWorks kart racing games, which are terrible but funny at the same time. I've got one.
No, I'm just imagining
Shadowlands come to an end already. It only came out about a year ago, didn't it?
Look at that beautiful game where you can play as Shrek in a cart against the guy from
the shit you play.
Madagascar.
It's amazing. Look at that classic shit.
Beautiful, beautifully
done. I know you just paid a bit of money for that, and now it's on sale for £7 this week, bastards.
Since Shadowlands
Are
died,
you, really? You decided to show the SpongeBob game just to complain about the price? Really?
Yeah, it's on sale on Xbox right now.
For 1 second, I thought you were going to say, "Oh yeah, this is as well an Activision production." Then I was like, "No, it's not. It's THQ. God damn it!"
They did make some SpongeBob games though, Activision, I believe. I don't know what they
how
made.
good were they? And how good were they?
Well, SpongeBob SquarePants: Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
Oh, sounds amazing. Sign me
That
up.
sounds. Ooh, Cabela's Big Game Hunter they made. So they've got that. Fucking Bob will be all over that like a tramp on chips, won't he, Bob? Big Game Hunter. It's like in his life.
That is his real life.
I also think
out in the back garden.
But it's funny how all these people like you write from the left Xbox to go to Activision Blizzard, and it's like you're not going anywhere, boys. Get back.
Rod Fergus is back.
Yep. Yeah, they've sent them in as ninjas, like secret sort of assassins, to go in there, cripple Activision, bring it in. Obviously, that's not what's happened.
By the way, with this acquisition, all the money that Activision lost last year in terms of their value, they just recouped that in just with one move.
Yeah, the stocks just jumped right back up.
Yeah,
today.
Like they recoup everything that they lost last year. So I think that's huge, man. God damn it!
It is.
Like, let's just hope that
go in there and
Microsoft
weed out all the shit, though. That's the thing. They need to go in there and get rid of all the shit, and then
get rid of the build.
Reestablish Activision's
that's what I was going to
reputation.
say.
But yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe it. And like, there literally is no limit now in the future. Like, we were all like, oh, I wonder if they'll buy anyone else because Blizzard, that were a big amount. And then they're like, yeah, just 69 billion.
I remember people saying on Twitter, "Oh yeah, they're not going to buy them. They're
like,
too expensive."
If we
and then they
thought
drop
that
fucking 70 million like it's nothing on Activision.
if we thought that before that with the Bethesda acquisition, everything was possible. Xbox was able to buy anything. Now this is the time where we are like mostly with the thought that okay, everything is possible. They are going to buy Sega. They are going to buy Take-Two. Fuck it. Let's just. God damn it.
So Sony's stocks have dropped 6% and a bit today.
Ouch.
That's.
It's crazy how the last few years have gone, though, isn't it? I mean, it was only 2 or 3 years ago people were crying out that Xbox has no games.
Yeah, and
now it's years later, Xbox has too many games.
Now it's quality over quantity. That's the argument.
Yeah.
You're like, what about it?
Yeah, Microsoft is never going to go bankrupt. They make so much money on software. It's crazy. Whether it's Windows on PCs or whatever they do with the gaming division.
Can we all say we want to see Prototype come back?
Oh, absolutely. I love Prototype.
Is Prototype owned by Activision?
Yeah. So is Tenchu and True Crime. Oh, imagine True Crime. Does that mean Xbox will own what's that really good one where it's in like Hong Kong? What's it called? Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs?
Would love to see a sequel. I deserve a sequel. I thought that game was excellent.
Let's see. Who owns?
There's not enough.
Whenever I think of Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, I think PlayStation. I automatically think PlayStation, and it's crazy to think that they're now under the Xbox banner.
Yeah, it's mad.
Well, that's gotta change, mate. Simple as that. As it did with Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark and Conquer, and yeah.
I read that as I want a new Spyro in the Tenchu game, like Spyro running around with like a ninja sword. You all know you want Elijah Wood back as Spyro. We all want that gritty, realistic Spyro the Dragon remake that they did on the PS2 to come back.
But the thing is, like, if Sony was to do a Game Pass now, what are they going to put on it? Because, like, all Bethesda's games are now under Xbox. Activision's now under Xbox.
Oh, you've upset me, Game Positive. I got excited that Sleeping Dogs was.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's right.
like
It was
I
made
think
from True Crime, wasn't it? Though, wasn't it a remake of True Crime, or they used it was like True Crime 3? They made it, or did they sell the rights to it or something? I don't know.
It was True Crime originally, and then it got taken over as Sleeping Dogs.
But going back to what Redros was saying, like when it comes to thinking about PlayStation Game Pass, like each moment now, Sony is losing the track in terms of their options of like, okay, what can we offer in the subscription service? At the end, I think they are going to have to put their exclusives they want there,
It's
because
like
like what else are they going to offer?
it's like what I was saying
Are they
earlier.
going to offer EA? We have EA Play on Game Pass.
I found the timing
Are they
just
going
so
to?
hilarious because yesterday feels like, oh yeah, well it's inevitable we're going to get a PlayStation competitor, and today's like, oh yeah, by the way, just bought Activision. It's like fucking hell, Phil.
I think there's some at play here. PlayStation are going to announce something soon, and
Hopefully.
Xbox are getting ahead of it to sort of dampen that announcement. So
Yeah,
How
it wouldn't
huge?
surprise me if this announcement of the PlayStation Game Pass thing comes soon.
maybe this
But
is a
like
strategy
one thing that
try
I
and
need
get
to
PlayStation
ask
to
is
put Game Pass on
what
PlayStation.
what move could what move can PlayStation make right now to to be comparable with this move that Xbox just did today? Which studio could they acquire,
I think they've left it too late. Honestly,
or which publisher could they acquire?
I think they've left it too late to get into the area because I said it before on this podcast. There was a period towards the end of the Xbox One X's life cycle that you just didn't hear much from Xbox. You know what I mean? There was a period where like there wasn't a lot of news, there wasn't a lot of anything really, and then suddenly Game Pass is announced, and I honestly think that they surprised everybody with it, and I just think it took Sony off guard. I think Sony just wasn't prepared for it. And they're still not prepared for it. I mean, even now they're trying to come up with their own version of Game Pass, and Game Pass has been around 2-3 years. So I just think all the momentum's with Microsoft.
Yeah, it's. I don't think people expect
Again, I don't know what the
come
fuck's
out
going on.
swinging like they have. They've come out like fucking taking some big hits.
Yeah, and the narrative has changed like considerably. It's no longer.
But like,
you know, I think it's taken a lot of
But
people. By... Can you hear me all right? Am I too quiet again?
No, you're fine. What were you saying, Fabio?
like I was trying to. I don't know what's going on. My internet is just fucking with me today.
Potato
But like, what? But like,
powered by milk.
fuck you. Okay, well, then when it comes to, I just wanted to ask, like, which move can Sony make that is comparable with this move that Microsoft just did? Like, which studio could they buy or publisher could they buy to be comparable, or something like that?
Square. But to be fair, if they
Just
bought
Square?
Even Square don't carry the same momentum as Activision, though.
But
Or
like,
even
if they were going to buy Square, they wouldn't get the benefit of Square because they've already spent all the money making Final Fantasy, which is the big draw for Square exclusive. Maybe Capcom. Capcom is a big at the moment. But
Capcom, I think is a possibility, especially because Sony is a
they're not
Japanese
putting Call of Duty numbers, though,
company,
are they?
and
no,
Capcom as well.
exactly.
Nothing's
No,
putting
it is.
Call of Duty numbers.
There's very little that'll be on that level.
People like to shit on Call of Duty. It's still one of the biggest selling games each and every year.
Yeah, I did see that Finber of them trying to pull a meme like we'd been acquired by like characters or something. I didn't get it. I didn't think it was funny. I was like,
I think they're just trying to stay relevant because they got Dying Light coming out next month, didn't they? Well, less than that, even 2 weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, isn't it?
2 and a bit weeks.
You'll still be playing that next year, so don't
Mate,
worry.
I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait for that game. I'm so excited. That's gonna be my one of my favorite games of the start of this year.
But yeah, it's just crazy news, isn't it? Honestly, crazy. But there's a lot of people already like backtracking on Twitter. There's a lot of people.
Call of Duty games aren't that great anyway. Well, you buy it each and every year, you gimp. Like, what's the? Like, why are you complaining today?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't see Sony doing something that big. I feel like they may acquire more small studios, double down on the like the third-party exclusivity deals. I just don't see them like spending that big money. Like Microsoft can shit that out back at sofa. Do you know what I mean?
Where's
I think they
Fabio
could
gone?
try to buy not necessarily like just. Yeah, I had to turn off my camera just so hoping the internet gets better. But like,
Potato net.
I think
Yeah, he
Sony
got
could
that
make the.
excited. He splooged all over his camera, so he had to switch it off.
I think when it comes to Sony trying to acquire a studio, I think they could try to, instead of getting small studios that have worked with them in the past, they could like try to buy something big like Bungie.
Oh shit! What's the deal with Bungie? They're not owned by Activision, are they?
No, they bought themselves out. I don't think Sony would buy
Shit,
Bungie.
what a time.
Bungie
What
make
time is
one
that?
game. Bungie
Could you
make
imagine how
Destiny.
hilarious that would be if they were still with Activision?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
but like I don't
Bungie just
know,
in the back of Xbox.
the studio is still pretty legendary for what people like to think because it has a big fan base, even though
It doesn't have a big money draw. That's the thing. It literally has Destiny. If you don't like Destiny, Bungie gives you nothing. You get nothing with Bungie, apart from
Well,
some
they can-
old IPs they don't make anymore.
Well, they can try to
I
make
know.
a true Halo killer.
I don't really like Call of
they
Duty.
wouldn't.
Bring back
I
Killzone.
like the Infinity
know.
Wars. I don't like any of the others, so I only play it when Infinity Ward come around and make one.
Not Call of Duty.
Yeah, could you imagine? I think it could open up the doorway for Bungie to be bought by Xbox. This
Yeah,
might
because
be
that was their own issue, wasn't it? They didn't like really get on with Activision.
yeah. but
I
they-
think they were talking to
Microsoft,
Bungie a bit
so-
back. Knowing it, there was a
Yeah,
rumors they
they're
were talking to
going to
Bungie.
buy them. Yeah.
There's time. I feel like if
I know.
anyone was going to buy Bungie, it'll be Xbox.
That'd be
It'd be
insane.
nice to have them back.
Could you imagine that? Destiny, Halo, fucking COD, Doom, all under the Xbox banner.
It's
Fuck me.
amazing.
It is crazy, isn't it? Crazy time to be alive.
Yes.
It does sound a bit monopolish when you say it like that, when you think about it. But then you're like, should have given us Spider-Man bitches. We should have given God of War.
I think it's funny because like people
Poked the bear while it was sleeping. Now it's awake and tearing your face off.
One thing that is also crazy is that people were trying to make rumors by saying that Xbox is going to acquire EA at some moment, and they decide to acquire their their competitor. Like they bought Call of Duty instead of Battlefield. You know what I mean? I think that's really funny.
It wouldn't surprise me they could afford EA in the future. Do you know what I mean?
No, but that would be impossible. Like
God,
Bethesda,
I don't know.
Activision, and EA, that's impossible. They wouldn't allow for Microsoft to just acquire EA as well. Like
I don't know. It depends.
They
Because like
don't.
Tencent own like a bazillion companies now, literally. An Embracer Group. Look at Embracer Group. Every month they announce like we've just bought 12 studios randomly.
Honestly, I think that's another reason why these acquisitions are happening because everybody's afraid of getting purchased by Tencent.
Yeah, and then there's rumours Tencent are working on their own streaming service, aren't they?
How are they?
They're supposed to be working on like a streaming console. Yeah, it may only be for China because that's where they're from, and in China you have to have special laws and stuff. But
They've just bought the Tony Hawk's remaster developer off Activision, didn't they?
one thing
It's
that
not a trick there.
one thing that I do agree with in terms of the change of narratives from fanboys is that like when the Bethesda acquisition happened, people were saying Bethesda was about to be bankrupt because of Fallout 76 and they weren't doing so many good games in a row, so they decided to we're going to give in to Microsoft and we got some money. And some people are trying to say that for Activision Blizzard. And in that case, I do agree with them. In that case, I agree with them because Activision Blizzard was fucked. And now, you know what I mean? Like, Microsoft decided to get the opportunity since Activision Blizzard is so vulnerable because of the shit that they did last year that, you are now ours. Would you agree with me?
Xbox is reevaluating its relationship with Activision Blizzard. Phil Spencer says that fellow Xbox leaders are disturbed and deeply troubled by reports about the publisher, so they literally buy them to sort
Thanks,
them
Game
out.
Positive.
yeah, thanks, Game Positive, for joining. Like I said, it's only a short show
Hey,
today.
buddy.
Just a quick, let's talk about this instead of what we were going to
Cheers.
talk about because this is a lot more interesting than what we had planned.
Sure.
Timber says they already created the streaming site, so there you go. See, honestly, Tencent, you'd be like Tencent and also and like Embracer Group and that. They own so much.
Tencent literally came out of nowhere as well, didn't they?
It's all Chinese fucking billionaire money and stuff, and that's amazingly. But they're facing issues in China with the music side of it as well. Tencent don't just do gaming; it does everything. It's like a media empire.
Weird shit going on in China at the moment, isn't there?
They're banning games consoles again now, aren't they? I mean, that's got to be.
They're doing a lot of really sketchy shit. They're becoming a bit like North Korea.
Legs. It's big dick money. That's what they're spending at the moment. Like, do you know when he said we're all in on gaming? Everyone's like sat here, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that means they're probably going to buy like one person." Yeah, we haven't heard out for all year. It's like, well, I understand why they didn't tell us out last year because
I've said it before.
Let's wait till January.
I've said it before. I love it when Microsoft just start throwing that big money dick around, just walking into boardrooms and flop right down the table, and they just buy the whole fucking place. It's great.
Yeah, but it's going to make gaming better everywhere because PlayStation are going to up the game. Nintendo might not because Nintendo does what Nintendo does. Like Nintendo literally Nintendo could just keep selling the Switch forever and just recoloring it with a slightly better resolution screen and just be like, well, this version has a massager on the back and charge an extra £200 and people will rush out and buy 6 of them. And fair play to them, but I think Xbox and Sony would do the same if they could, but
absolutely.
And yeah, people are trying to say that. Oh yeah, Call of Duty now is exclusive to Xbox, but no, that doesn't make any sense. It can't be. It doesn't make any sense because this is like Call of Duty is the most sold game in PlayStation and Xbox. Like it's the multi-plat game that makes the most of the money by the year. So
I mean, games like the Elder Scrolls, where it's quite a niche market in it. I can understand them making exclusive because you want to have those long RPGs as exclusives. Makes absolutely zero sense to turn PlayStation into a exclusive because it would sell millions on PlayStation.
To turn PlayStation into an exclusive. What? Sorry.
You said to turn PlayStation into an exclusive.
Oh no,
it would make exclusive Xbox.
Yeah, it would make no sense to turn Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox and not PlayStation.
It wouldn't surprise me though.
I did myself. I'd make a lot of fucking speech errors and shit.
I imagine if they make the single player exclusive and the multiplayer is open like Warzone. Who knows?
Maybe.
It wouldn't surprise me though, because look what they did with Bethesda. They're like, we're not going to make everything exclusive, and then they just did.
No, that so far they did, but we don't know if like the next Wolfenstein is going to be exclusive or the next.
All those people saying Indiana Jones isn't going to be exclusive. They've just dropped 70 billion. If they need to drop a little bit more to make Indiana Jones exclusive, it's getting fucking exclusive.
Okay.
Bill did say that they would honor the Bethesda contracts that were already out. So, I mean, not all games are going to be exclusive, I don't think.
No.
But big hitters will be for sure. Starfield, Elder Scrolls, Fallout.
Yeah, but like the deals that they made
give me a fucking Fallout already.
The deals that they meant when they talked about that were like Deathloop and Ghostwire. Which were already like timed exclusives for PlayStation. They are going to honor those deals and then
they're just not going to make Call of Duty exclusive.
No, they won't. It makes no sense for them to make it. If they ended up doing that, that would be so fucked up.
Like, but how many of those kids that are like, I play on PlayStation, and I want to play a Call of Duty, then could buy an Xbox next time? Like,
but
they would. It's
not going to happen.
In both aspects.
Not buying Xboxes and hating themselves for it. Because they've been on Xbox for so long, but now to play their favorite games, they've got to buy an Xbox.
Yeah,
kids.
But I think when it comes to make Call of Duty exclusive, it's the same thing as we are going to do Minecraft exclusive. They are going to receive a ton of hate to the point where it won't have any profit.
I think the only thing that will benefit Xbox.
You don't fuck with two communities. the Minecraft player base and the Call of Duty player base. That's the rule.
The only benefits that Xbox will get from this with Call of Duty is you'll get map packs first on Xbox again, and you'll probably get, day one.
Yeah, they can wait 6 months like us peasants at the moment. 6 months.
Can you imagine, right? Can you imagine Call of Duty comes out in 2 years' time, day and date on Xbox Game Pass, but PlayStation have got to buy it?
That would be huge.
Man. That's going to be
That would
crazy.
be huge. I'm also thinking
beyond, like, fucking.
I'm also thinking like with this acquisition, Xbox has another potential studio to bring back classic platform games like fucking Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, he did say that's the section they want to fill. They now own Skylanders. They've got Crash, Spyro, Skylanders. That kid section they didn't have a hole for on Game Pass. It's now filled technically when it finally goes through.
Since they now own Binox, what are the chances of we have a studio that knows how to do a kart racing game, so we are going to make a deal with Nintendo and we are going to get Diddy Kong Racing on Xbox. I'm just
But yeah, like I say, quickly leave in chat what games you're most looking forward to from the merger if it does happen. I think it will. I don't see it not happening. You can call it a monopoly you like, but you can't call someone in third place a monopoly. You just can't. Like if it was Tencent buying another company like that, I get it. But that's like telling like the tortoise and the hare and the tortoise, like, how dare you fucking run, you crawl, bitch. Even though you're last, you're not allowed to run fast because I said so.
To be fair, that happened here in the UK, though, didn't it? Sky sued BT because they had a monopoly.
Yeah, but that they literally owned all. BT owns all of the internet, like cables, technically in that sense. Whereas this doesn't really stop people playing games. You can play them on PC, Xbox, PC. Do you know what I mean? Cloud. So. Yeah, I don't think so. So Thimba says Xbox Team Racing with Crash Banjo, Master Chief, and Doom Guy. That'd be amazing.
I want to see some fucking Xbox crossovers. I want Doom Guy.
Yeah, and the Dovahkiin from Skyrim. Like
I want Doom Guy to appear in Halo, and I want fucking Master Chief to appear in Doom.
That's why we ain't got the Halo Infinite co-op campaign, because it's going to be Doom Guy. It better be. I want to see Doom Guy as the co-op.
Fucking amazing would that be? Just Doom Guy in Halo.
Yeah, that could be the co-op campaign. It doesn't have to be like canon.
That could be
the co-op campaign. Fucking the Doom Guy just drops in or through a portal or some shit, and he's like, "Let's go."
The Doom Guy armor. The Doom Guy armor could be just could be a cosmetic for season 2 or something like that.
Yeah. Do you remember
fucking Doom Guy skin in Halo? I would happily throw money at that shit.
What's that game by Epic, which is like a first
Fortnite?
No, it's like a shooter game, first person shooter, but you like can boot people and stuff. I can't remember what it's called now, but they did a DLC where it basically reskinned the main character as Duke Nukem, and it had all new dialogue all the way through. Same game.
I know what you're talking about.
Do that with Halo, but just put Doom Guy in and Doom music like while you're playing Halo. It'd be fucking immense.
That'd be awesome.
That's what we want.
Missing a trick with that.
Come on, mate, get in touch. We'll get you sorted.
They should do like a fucking celebrating of the relationship between Bethesda and Xbox. Put Doom Guy in Halo. Even if he's a fucking skin you have to buy with real money, I'll happily buy that. Fuck it, he is. Give me a fucking Doom Guy skin.
Cannot wait for Candy Crush Infinite. Damn right.
Yeah, damn right.
Bulletstorm. That's it. Bulletstorm. Thank you.
That game is so above it, beyond its time. It's unreal. There was no other game doing anything like it.
I really enjoyed that game. I need to replay it with it. I played through it, but I didn't. I bought it for like £4 with the Duke Nukem, but I didn't play the Duke Nukem bit. So I'm going to go through and play it as a.
Like I saw in YouTube videos the Duke Nukem bits. They are so well done. Like they are the true Duke Nukem forever. Like much better than the actual game of fucking Duke Nukem. God damn it!
Yeah,
we do need a new Duke Nukem, don't we?
Just remake the old Duke Nukem.
Who owns Duke Nukem nowadays?
Yeah,
Whoever owns Duke Nukem, Microsoft, buy them.
Yeah. Let's get Duke Nukem and Doom Guy in Halo. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, 4-player co-op, Duke Nukem,
Four-player co-op.
Master
Yeah.
Chief, Doom guy. Who else can we have? The guy from Fallout, the fucking power armor or something.
Yeah.
Like there we go. If
Brotherhood of Steel guy in there.
if
Or
the co-op in the campaign of Halo Infinite ends up being 4 players co-op, is going to be Master Chief, Doom guy, Duke Nukem, and the main character from Wolfenstein. That's it. We're set.
Oh yeah, Wolfenstein guy. Oh fuck, what's his name? Blazkowicz.
Yeah.
Blazkowicz.
Right.
Yeah. There we go.
There's been some awesome Game Pass game announcements. We're not going to go over them today because we're wrapping this episode up, but we will talk about next week on the show.
I still haven't fucking Wolfenstein 2. I still haven't played it. One of the achievements is to complete the game on.
There we go. Gearbox Take 2. Microsoft, buy them.
They had the chance to buy them and they let them go, didn't they? Embracer Group or Tencent owns them now.
No worries. Microsoft's gonna buy Embracer Group.
Everyone loves BJ Muppet.
Why only buy one studio when you can buy a whole publisher? Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, have a Quake Champions, but put fucking Doom Guy, Master Chief, Duke Nukem. Have them as the fucking characters. That'd be amazing.
Why have we not got that Quake Online yet? That's on PC, the newest Quake, and we ain't got it on Xbox. Why haven't we got Quake 2 on backwards compat? Or is it out now, Quake 2 at last? No. Not Quake 2, Quake 3. The one that was on 360. No.
I think it's not even on back compat.
No, they need to get that sorted. Come on.
Yeah.
There needs to be a Halo Eternal or a Doom Infinite.
That's it.
Doom Infinite.
Get in touch, Microsoft. We'll give you ideas.
Doom is infinite and Halo is eternal.
For that. We'll do it for half a bill. I tell you.
See, they should be hiring us as game developers. We got all the best ideas.
Yeah, we just can't pay for shit.
Yeah, like we are just going to give ideas. We're not going to develop anything. Like we're just going to.
I started writing out when we did that thing about the Xbox kart game. I actually started writing out like a document.
You really did that?
I started like what.
Send it to me. Send it to me. I want to look
what maps, what karts, and who would be in it, what they would be driving. I didn't get super far in it, but I did start. I was like, it'd be amazing. Can you imagine like an Xbox really cartoony kart racer? It'd be amazing. With little Master Chief driving a little warthog between his legs. It'd be ace.
Like Fortnite.
Yeah, like the Fortnite one, but it'd be ace. I'd love it. I tell you.
Amazing.
But yeah, thank you very much for everyone for joining in. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're excited for the Xbox acquiring Activision.
Acquiring the world.
Yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe, leave a comment in the chat, let us know what you think. We'll be back next week for another proper episode of the XBL Party podcast. This is just sort of like a last minute. Yeah, jump on, let's talk about it. If you want to help us out, you can support us on Patreon. It's literally £1 a month, and you get loads of benefits. You get access to our private Discord where you can help us pick options for like future shows. You can vote on things. You get access to giveaways only for Patreon, and we've got a pile of codes we want to start giving away for Xbox, Steam, stuff like that. We're going to do exclusive video content, so you get early stuff like 3 months early as well, and loads of other stuff. Like I say, we've got big plans for it, so we just want to get a few people subscribing. We're not going to make a lot from it, but it just helps us sort of cover the costs of like running StreamYard and the website and stuff like that.
Fabio and Milk as well.
Yeah, exactly. It just helps us with like silly little things, just so it's not all coming out of our pocket all the time, because we do this just for a laugh, really. Yeah. So if you've enjoyed it, like I say, hit like, and we'll see you soon for more content, guys. So thank you very much for joining. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you soon. Bye.